Guys and gals, Froggy here. This is the hazard flasher, the four-way flasher for C5 Corvette, and I didn't get any codes that tell me that this part is the part that's broken, but just the symptom is that all your turn signals, even though the bulbs are all good, the turn signals will not work. None of them will work. And also this button here right there is kind of stuck down. It feels funny. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to work. So I'm going to show you how to replace that. And there's a few different ways. I've researched it a little bit. Some people say to pull this panel off down here and go up from, reach up with your hand, which might work. Some people have said just pull it out through the front. I kind of have my doubts on that. I was thinking about trying it, but I'm not going to. Now, I'm going to take off the console and the surround for the radio and the HVAC, and probably slide the radio out too. And the reason I'm going to do that is I've already done these before, taken out the console and the surround when I do my shifter adjustment, so I'm pretty fast at doing that. And I'm not going to show you every single step on how to do that because they are already described and shown in my other videos. So we're going to pick it up right where both of those things are off and I get to the radio. Okay? If you need help getting to that point, then look at my other videos. They're on the Corvette playlist. You should be able to navigate Froggy's Garage, my channel, and go to the playlist and just find them. Okay? If you have trouble, post up a comment and I'll describe to you how to do that. Okay, let's pick it up here. I've got my console and my surround all taken off. Remember what I just told you. Go look it up in my other videos if you want to see how to take those off. So we're here at the radio now. I see two bolts to pull off there. So let's pull those and see what happens. After you remove the two bolts, the head unit might still seem to be stuck in there. Just take a screwdriver and gently pry underneath these little ears here and here, and you will get it loose. Now there'll be some connections in the back. I'm going to take a look at them and see if I need to undo them to get to this switch. Probably I will, just to get the radio out of the way. So there are three plastic connectors, and you have to press that to get this one out. And then I went with the bottom one first. You have to press this to disconnect, and then that gives you room to press this one to disconnect. And the antenna cable, you just pull that straight out. These will all be kind of tight. Here's the back of the radio where they go. The big one, medium, small, and the antenna. Whoops, yeah, right there. Antenna connector right there. So, now let me take a look and see if I can get to my hazard switch. I did a little gentle prying. The only thing that holds this on there are just little narrow pieces of plastic right there, and over there. Maybe you can see it just narrows down and clips onto some related part of the switch. So just pry around it. I used a little screwdriver. There you go. Just a little screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver, and just pry around that and you can get it off without breaking it. I'll be able to reuse that because the replacement unfortunately did not come with a button, but that's okay. We saved the old button. Now I can see, I'm going to try and put the camera under there. There, you see that little green. You see that green square, the little small, it's not a square, it's a rectangle. The little one. That's what you have to press on to get the switch out. And unfortunately there's one on the top side too, which I haven't figured out how I'm going to get to yet, but give Froggy a little bit of time here and I'll figure it out. It does not look like I'm going to be able to do that flasher from the radio side. So what I did is I dropped this knee panel. This is the knee panel underneath the steering wheel, and I'll show you how I do that. There's 2 screws there, one there, whoop, right there, and another one on the other side. There's 2 screws there. There's another one there where your trunk popping button is. So that's 3 screws. There's some press fit pieces here. Once you get the 3 screws out, there's 2 little spring connectors. 1, 2 there. That's over on this side of the knee panel. And then the last thing you do is disconnect this. I think it's an interior temperature sensor, but I could be corrected on that. If somebody else knows different, go ahead and post a comment. Anyway, don't rip that wire, just disconnect it, and then your whole knee bolster comes out. Why am I taking that out? So that I can reach up here from this angle. Now I can get at that flasher from both sides. Now it's possible, and I've heard it said that you can do it just from this knee bolster side and not have to take the center console and the radio out. That may be. So if you want to try that first, go ahead and try that. Anyway, Froggy's got it open from both sides now, and I think I will be able to get that flasher out. Okay. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit there. There it is. That's got to come out. Okay, this is a very important part. Pay attention. What I did to get the broken one out, I took a small flat blade screwdriver, and here's the new one. I'm going to show you on the new one. You see this little plastic clip here that holds it in place. Well, you have to depress that down to get it to slide out. It's in like a sleeve. It's in like a plastic sleeve that holds it in the right position. It's part of the dash. So put your little screwdriver in there and move it around gently and twist it. Here's what I already did it here. And before I did that, I went in from the radio side, and I depressed the other clip, which is on the other side. There it is. You can see it. One on top, one on bottom. And I got that one started. I depressed the little tab with the small screwdriver and pushed the switch back towards the engine to get the bottom part loose, okay? So the bottom part's loose. Then I go to the top part. I put the little screwdriver in there where I'm showing you right there, and I move it a little bit and depress it a little bit and depress this top part, and then I press on it. And see, it's loose now. Now I can bring it out near my ignition switch, near my right knee here, and plug the new one in. So this is very important. If you need to, go back and watch this over again, okay? There we go. See, I just reached up there. Here's the old one. Got it out. Just unfasten this. See, there's where I was pressing with the little screwdriver from the top, and there's where I got it from the bottom. So If you don't want to really, break stuff or be a real gorilla about the whole thing, I think this is a good way to do it. To take the radio out and take the knee bolster out and be able to work it from two sides. If you just do it from the knee bolster, you'll be able to depress the top switch. The bottom one, I'm not sure. It seemed like it was, I'll take a look at it when I put it back in, but it seemed like there wasn't any access because of this. There's a lip right here that the switch sits up against. Now, maybe you could get a screwdriver in there, it would have to have a thin, a shaft on it, not a great big screwdriver, a little small screwdriver. So let's put the new one on. I connected the battery and I've got my ignition switch on, and I've got four-way flashers, and I have turn signals. So that was it. What can I tell you? What else can I tell you about this job? Take your time, take breaks, go back and look at the video again if you need to. I'm not going to show you every single step of putting this all back together. I do like doing it the way I did, because that way I did not damage anything by forcing anything. But if you want to try it just from the knee bolster side, go ahead. Just be careful, and maybe you can pop those two clips with a small screwdriver. So try it, and if you're not getting anywhere, then take the console out, take the radio out, and then you can get full access to the bottom clip. Okay, that's all I got for you guys and gals. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this one helped you out, saved you some money maybe. I don't know what a dealer would charge you to do this, but at least a couple hours labor and probably 2 or 3 times what I paid for the part. There you go. I do these things for you so you can learn how to work on your cars, and have a great weekend. I'm racing tomorrow, so wish me luck. See you later. Froggy out. Bye-bye.